Conor McGregor's probably going to be juicing just as much, if not more, than when he hopped on the boat and fled from the people trying to drug test him. Conor McGregor's most likely going to come into this fight with piss more corrosive than battery acid. Now it seems like in the combat sports world, there's a couple times a month where you see something and you're like, what the hell is going on? What are we doing? And this is definitely one of those situations. Conor McGregor agreed to take on Logan freaking Paul in a boxing match. I just couldn't believe my eyes when I was reading this. Conor McGregor tweeted out, the rumors of a bout with Tapordio, he called him Tapordio, are false. I am in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family, I'm guessing a very, very wealthy family, to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my return to the octagon. I don't know who this family is. I'm not too familiar, but they must be very, very wealthy if he's talking to this family about setting up an exhibition match between him and Logan Paul. And I'll give my thoughts on it in a second, but let's hear what Jake Paul had to say about this situation, knowing that Jake Paul has been calling out Conor McGregor for years now. Jake Paul tweets out, now it all makes sense why Conor McGregor and his management team have been desperately trying to get MVP to negotiate for a fight between us. As we told them privately, and I am now stating it publicly, the only way we're willing to explore me versus Conor in a pro boxing / MMA fight is if Dana White and the UFC are at the table directly or make it clear they are okay with discussions. Conor is washed, needs the Pauls, Logan buy whatever he wants. So Jake Paul dropped some behind the scenes stuff there. Apparently Conor McGregor's team has been trying to get in contact with having a boxing match with Jake, and it seems like he's doing this completely on his own, trying to do it without the UFC knowing, without Dana White's approval. And yes, Dana isn't his daddy, but he has to get his approval and the UFC's approval because he is under contract with the UFC. And in my personal opinion, it would be a stupid move for Dana White to allow this to happen. I don't know why Conor McGregor wants to do this. It's a complete lose-lose situation. Conor doesn't benefit anything from this. Is he in like money trouble? Does he need a few extra bucks or something? Why is he wanting to do this? I'd honestly rather see Conor matched up against a freaking 8-fight losing streak Tony Ferguson than fighting Logan Paul. And mind you, this is a boxing match. For those of you who may not be familiar with the two different sports, they are literally, boxing and MMA are basically two completely different sports. That's like an NFL player saying, yeah, I'm not even going to touch the football this offseason. I'm just going to play basketball for the next few months and only focus on basketball up until the season starts again. That is basically what Conor is doing, focusing on a boxing match against Logan Paul rather than focusing on his return to the octagon. And in my personal opinion, I think Logan Paul has a really good shot at winning. Does Logan carry power? Is there a threat of a knockout when Logan Paul is fighting? No. Logan throws these little slappy arm punches that have no power behind them. I'm telling you right now, if Floyd Mayweather puts his arms up and is walking you down when you are twice his size, you do not throw with a lot of power. But what I will say is that those little slappy arm punches, he can throw a lot of combinations and it prolongs his gas tank to be able to sustain that for a very long time. And as we all know, Conor McGregor does have cardio issues. I could easily see Logan Paul outpointing him and winning a decision victory, which would not just be demoralizing, it would be beyond embarrassing. And not just for Conor McGregor, but also for the UFC. The only thing going into this fight I'll say is Logan Paul needs to be careful, because if Logan isn't juicing, Logan probably is juicing, but if he's not, Conor McGregor's probably going to be juicing just as much, if not more, than when he hopped on the boat and fled from the people trying to drug test him. Conor McGregor's most likely going to come into this fight with piss more corrosive than battery acid. So that's the only thing I'll say is Logan is definitely going to need to be careful with that, because who knows what the hell a juiced up Conor is going to do in there. But like I was saying, I absolutely hate this fight. I think it makes absolutely no sense. Conor McGregor, there's literally no upside for him doing this. Zero. I have no idea why he's doing this. I don't know. Maybe y'all know something I don't. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I thank you all so much for the support, and I'll catch you in the next video.